of the Bank Deposit Secrecy Law. Hindi po siya violative. So ang pinaproduce po natin based on the subpoena ay yung any record of suspicious or covered transactions affecting nga po si VP Sara. At nasabi po ng ating Executive Director ng AMLC na ang daladala niya ay precisely dalawang klase ng dokumento. Yung reports mismo on suspected or covered transactions sa mga accounts ni VP Sara, either singly, siya lang, o jointly. Meron siyang mga ka-joint account sa ibang tao, katulad ng kanyang asawa, katulad ng kanyang ama, katulad ng ibang miyembro pa ng kanyang pamilya. At ang pangalawa ay financial intel reports. At sakop po yan ng mandato. Kaya nga, rini-require yung pag-submit ng mga transactions na yan para i-report kung covered ang transactions at dinidetermine kung suspicious, kung may mga red flags yung mga transactions na yan na pwede makapagsabi na meron ditong gumagamit ng pera sa illegal o kaya sa money laundering. So I submit, Madam Chair, and going back, by the way, I almost forgot, yung exception po yung cases of impeachment dyan sa Bank Secrecy Deposit Law. Cases of impeachment. So sakop po tayo dito. Kasi remember, the impeachment proceedings have been initiated already by the acts of the filing of the complaint and the referral of those multiple complaints, the original four complaints sa Justice Committee. And that initiated the impeachment proceedings. And so there is now a case of impeachment. The exception does not say in case of impeachment trial in the Senate. It says it's broader, it's more encompassing. In cases of impeachment. Yung nagaganap po sa atin ngayon, ito po ay impeachment proceedings na validly initiated complaints because they were referred and acted upon by the Committee on Justice. For those reasons, Madam Chair, ang aking pong position, firm position, wala po tayong linalabag na batas dito, lalo na yung Bank Secrecy Deposit Law or Republic Act 1405, 36 years later, ay meron ng amendment yung Anti-Money Laundering Act or the Republic Act number 9160. Maraming salamat po.
Madam Chair. May I
The
be
Honorable
recognized?
Jokno,
Madam
and
Chair.
then the Honorable Marcoleta, and then the Honorable Ko.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Napakalinaw po ng Bank Secrecy Law. May exception po siya para sa impeachment. Pero tanungin natin, bakit ba? And I think the reason is very clear as well. We cannot use the Bank Secrecy Law as a shield to allow public officials to hide behind. Klarong-klaro po ang pinag-uusapan natin sa isang impeachment case ay pananagutan at kailangan maging transparent ang lahat ng mga public officials. Public office is a public trust. That's why it's very clear to me that this is not one of those cases where we cannot inquire into those deposits. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to manifest to clarify for the record whether this committee may require submission of AMLC records without a court order. Under the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2001, suspicious transaction reports and covert transaction reports are confidential and may only be disclosed upon order of a court. Maliwanag po na wala pong clear statutory authority allowing disclosure of AMLC data to a congressional committee without judicial authorization, notwithstanding subpoena powers as guided by Sabio versus Gordon. For the record, I respectfully seek clarification of the committee regarding this matter. And if I may also cite, Madam Chair, the Anti-Money Laundering Act provides the state with a means to investigate suspicious financial transactions within a framework of judicial supervision. The Anti-Money Laundering Council is authorized to inquire into bank deposits even without the prohibition within the Bank Secrecy Law, provided that the court order is issued by the courts. At may tanong din po ako. I will just paraphrase it into a manifestation since I'm not allowed to raise questions. I take it to mean na pag suspicious yung transaction, ibig bang sabihin na ito ay illegal na o unlawful na? Para kasing ganun lumalabas. Pag ito'y tinag na suspicious, agad-agad itong piniprejudge na as if it's an illegal or unlawful transaction. I want to be clarified on that, Madam Chair.
That
Thank
is
you.
a manifestation which does not require any answer. The Honorable Co is
May
recognized.
I ask, ma'am, why does it not require an answer?
Because you are not a member of the Justice Committee, and
It
therefore,
was paraphrased, ma'am, into a manifestation.
and that is why answer is not required. It is just a manifestation. If I require an answer, then I'm allowing you already to raise a clarificatory question. As simple as that. The Honorable Co is recognized.
My point is, madam, it's pag sinabi bang suspicious account o suspicious transaction, ito ay nangangulugan na ito ay agad unlawful or illegal.
That is your manifestation. We end there. Honorable Co is recognized.
And the Filipino people heard my manifestation.
Chair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair, I'd just like to also manifest my agreement to the discussions on the applicability of the proceedings here and the authority of the House Committee on Justice to subpoena existing government records supposedly in possession of the Anti-Money Laundering Council in aid of the investigation for probable cause being done validly by the House Committee on Justice. Now, I'd also like to second the manifestation that the exception as provided in the bank secrecy law, while the position of the committee and the chair ay hindi naman applicable kasi ang nandoon at ang covered nun ay bank employees, nonetheless, there is a textual exception doon says, quote-unquote, in cases of impeachment. And may standing question kasi na dapat mag-apply lang tong exception na to sa Senate kasi yun na yung quote-unquote case of impeachment. Pero the 1987 Constitution is clear. Under Section 3, Article 11, the House of Representatives shall have the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment. So what we're doing